This presentation will provide an overview of the online grant application process for the Foundation of Monroe County Community Schools. The first step to applying for a grant from FMCCS is to select the appropriate grant category for your project. Our grant application website offers 4 applications for elementary library grants, classroom and small project mini grants, multi-classroom school and system grants, and high impact grants. Please visit our website, mccsfoundation.org, on our grants page to see the specific guidelines for each grant category, what can and cannot be funded, submission deadlines, and other information about these programs. Once you have determined which grant program fits your project, visit our website homepage for the Apply for Grants button. Click on this button and it will link to our grant application website. From the grant application website, if you are a new user, you will see below the username and password fields a link to create a username and password. Click here if this is your first time applying for a grant, and it will take you through the steps of creating a username and password and setting up your account to apply for grants. Once you have set up your account to apply for grants, you will reach our grant application selection page. You will see the links to each of the available applications: classroom and small project mini grants, elementary library grants, high impact innovation grants, and multi-classroom school and system grants. Please select the correct grant application for the grant you are trying to apply for. The next step is to begin the application. Once you have selected which grant program is right for your project, click the link and it will take you to an application page. You'll start with just basic information about the project, such as the title, the effective dates, where it will be implemented, how many students are directly impacted, the grant funding amounts requested, etc. There are multiple pages per grant, so be sure to save each page after you are done completing it before you move on to the next. The Save button is a little floppy disk icon and will become available for clicking once you've started filling out information. You will need to provide a detailed program description, your funding needs, your budget, and signatures. You will notice that at the bottom of the program description page, as well as the budget page, there is an option to attach files. So if you have any additional documentation or information about your project, please attach it here. The budget portion of the application includes a form in which you will fill out all of the items to be purchased with grant funds. Be sure to do this in detail and be specific about how many of each item will be purchased. Include all fees and shipping costs that might be incurred in the purchase of these items. Be sure to exclude sales tax from your budget, as the foundation is a tax-exempt entity. Also, take note of any other funding that you have obtained for this project or will obtain, and deduct that from the total amount requested from the foundation. Again, there's the option to attach additional documentation here if it's applicable. The final portion of the application is very important. It's the signatures page and is necessary in order for the grant to move on to be considered by the Grant Evaluation Committee. Here you will need to electronically sign your application by entering your name and agreeing to the guidelines of the grant program you are applying for. You will also need to enter your principal's first and last name and their email address so that they may be notified that you've applied for a grant and are requesting their approval. You'll also need to enter your building representative's name and email address, and if you are a student applying for a grant, you will need to enter your sponsor's name so that they may also approve the grant. If you are not aware of who your building representative is, you may click the link to find your building representative for your school on our website. They are a great resource if you have questions or need help applying for the grant. You may also contact us at any time if you need assistance. As you're filling out your application, you'll see that the application sections have a little symbol next to them, either a check mark or an X. The check mark indicates that the section is complete, and it might be green or it might be yellow, and the color difference doesn't mean anything. The red X means that the section is only partially or not complete. Once all of the sections are complete, you may click the submit button, but it will not become clickable until those sections are complete. And again, the Save button is a floppy disk symbol and it's next to the print icon on this page. If you are unable to complete a grant in one sitting and need to come back to it at a later time, that is fine. As long as you've saved throughout the process, you can work on it as many times as you like. So if you've logged in again with your username and password and you have, say, one application open, you'll see a screen that looks something like this. On the right-hand side, next to the grant application, you'll see a pencil icon, and this means edit. And just click on the pencil and it'll take you back to the application and you can finish up where you left off. If you have multiple applications, they'll all appear here and you can decide which one you want to work on. If you have more questions or concerns about the grant application process or still are deciding which grant program best suits your project, visit our website, mccsfoundation.org, and click on the Grants tab. Here you'll be taken to our grant information page with detailed information about our 2014-2015 grant cycle. You will find tables that detail funding amounts, deadlines, eligible applicants, and restrictions of our 5 grant programs, as well as links to the detailed guidelines for each program. Just click on the title of the grant and it will take you to a PDF of these guidelines. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. If you have any additional questions or concerns about our grants process or our grant programs, please feel free to contact us. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to reviewing your applications.